6 months ago, I started using Diva Curl and my hair has grown so much. This is part 1 of a video series that I'm doing, sharing all of my hair growth secrets with you. So if you don't want to miss those videos, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. I've been getting so many comments on YouTube and by friends and family, and everyone's been asking me, what is your hair growth secret? Why is your hair growing so fast? And truth be told, it isn't just one secret. There isn't just some special magic pill that you take that just magically grows your hair. There are a lot of factors, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you in these videos. And in this video, I'm going to be specifically talking about what products I use and my hair care secrets and things I do on a daily basis. Cleansing. I use Diva Curl No Poo, and I love Diva Curl No Poo. It does not contain sulfates. If your cleanser is foaming, it probably has sulfates in it, and it's probably drying out your hair. And dry hair can break off, look brittle, and not grow as well, so we don't like sulfates. Back when I used to use shampoos with sulfates, it was actually really fun, to get really bubbly, and you could do crazy stuff with it, like make a mohawk, and in the commercials everywhere his hair is all foamy. Now, I don't associate that as being a good thing. When I think of that, I think that that's a bad thing. And now in commercials, maybe when people are washing their hair, you won't even see any foam, at least curly hair. Conditioning. I use the Diva Curl 1 condition, and what I love about the Diva Curl 1 condition is that it has slip, so you're able to detangle your hair, but it doesn't contain silicones. Silicones can coat your hair and eventually lead to dryness because when you have a thick plasticky coating on your hair, moisture can't penetrate the shaft and get in and do what it's supposed to do, which is hydrate your luscious curls. I also find the Diva Curl 1 condition to be incredibly helpful for detangling, and the easier that it is to detangle, the less breakage that you're going to have, the less ripping, the less hair loss, and I noticed my hair is a lot fuller and I don't really struggle to detangle like I used to. I can just kind of feel out any tiny little knots there are. It has a lot of slip without the silicones. In the shower, I used to lose giant balls of hair, this big. It was really, really unfortunate. And I used to worry that there was something wrong with me. But since I've been using the Diva Curl 1 condition and I'm able to detangle without a lot of struggling and a lot of ripping and pulling, I'm able to keep more of my hair, which is awesome. And I love that so much. Light defining gel. I use the light defining gel once a month. I'm still using a small sample packet. I haven't yet bought the actual bottle. I've really been able to make it last. Luckily, because I don't use very much product. I love the light defining gel because I find that it really seals the moisture in. It helps to form a kind of a cast over your curls, but not like a crunchy, scary, crusty cast, but a really light cast that you can just kind of shake out as it dries. I don't have it in my hair right now, but I have used it in previous videos, and boy, does it make a big difference. And I definitely want to incorporate it into my regular curly hair routine once I get a bigger bottle of it. But because it holds your curls so well, you're able to go longer in between washes, and that is definitely going to help your scalp. And if you help your scalp, you will help your hair grow. And I'm definitely able to go for a very long time in between washes, a week, sometimes more than a week, and my hair doesn't really get greasy. My curls don't really get really tangled and frizzy because they're being held so well. The Diva Curl styling cream is what I use on a regular basis. It's what you'll see in my curly hair routines on this channel. It's what keeps my curls hydrated and happy. And when they're hydrated and happy, they don't break off as much. I was actually looking at my ends today before I filmed this video, and I can't find any split ends. Back in high school, when I was bored in class, I would just stare at my split ends and take scissors and chop them off individually. And I was just really happy to see that there are no split ends. And I definitely attribute a lot of this to Diva Curl and how hydrating their products are for my hair. Also, an important side note, I do not use any heat on my hair. If you want to grow long, healthy hair, this is really, really, really important, especially if you have fine hair like mine. My hair is extraordinarily fine, and it doesn't really do well with heat. If you want to avoid split ends and breakage, get rid of your straightener, give it away, throw it in the garbage. You don't need that in your life. But if you are going to use heat, If possible, use the lowest heat setting and use some kind of heat protectant. This is probably the biggest reason why I'm able to retain length, and that is, it's a simple thing. I don't really trim my hair very often or at all. The last time I trimmed my hair was on top. I didn't even actually trim these pieces down here, was 10 months ago, and I just trimmed it to give myself some more volume on top. But these pieces down here haven't been cut since I buzzed my head, which I've talked about in other videos. So this is just 100% grown out from that period of time. I haven't trimmed it at all, and my ends are extraordinarily healthy, like I had said before. I don't have any split ends. When you have healthy hair, you don't really need to trim it. It's not necessary, especially if you're trying to grow your hair. So unless your ends are super damaged, your hair is really damaged, I would probably try to go as long as possible in between trims. Hair care habits. These are the things that I do daily, things that I've trained myself to do in order to have healthier hair over time. These little things, you're not going to notice huge changes overnight, but you will notice changes over time. So my first thing is, I don't use thin hair ties. I use very thick, soft hair ties. And the reason is the thinner hair ties, especially the ones with the little metal thing on them, if you have any of those lying around, if you're still using those, pause this video right now, go take those hair ties and throw them in the garbage, because that is going to break your hair. Now, if you have the thin ones, you're also going to want to stop using those as well. If you can even get a scrunchie, that would be amazing. Like, the thicker the hair tie, the better. It's going to be more gentle on your hair. You're not going to have as much breakage, because think about how many times a day you put up your hair and you take it down. You put it up, you take it down. So if you're using something that's ripping out your hair, you are going to damage and lose hair over time. My next hair care tip, that's something that I have been doing ever since my hair has been getting longer and longer, is that my hair is never down. Unless I'm filming, taking photos, or it's a special occasion, my hair pretty much looks like this in a bun, or sorry, in a pineapple pretty much all the time. And partly because it's annoying to have your hair down, but also because when your hair is on top of your head all together, it's safer from the elements. It's not going to get snagged by purses or backpacks or chairs or rubbed on. Keep it safe, keep it up, keep it in a pineapple. Moving on to my cleansing and conditioning hair care. What do I do in the shower to reduce breakage and have less hair fallout? And that is, I'm extraordinarily gentle when I'm in the shower, when my hair is wet. When your hair is wet, it's extra fragile. So when you're detangling, you don't want to just rip through your hair and start at the base. You're going to start at the ends and slowly work through any knots that you have. Use a lot of conditioner if you have to. Some people do if your hair is really, really tangled. And just be super gentle with it. Just picture that your hair is like your baby, and you just want to be so gentle with them, and like think about nice things when you're doing your hair. Don't do your hair when you're angry. I've done this before. You will not be gentle with your hair if you're doing your hair when you're angry. You're just gonna rip it out. So turn on some nice music if you have to. Just be relaxed and like think happy thoughts when you're detangling or styling your hair, because you're going to be a lot more gentle. Cleansing. The habits that you form in the shower can literally make or break your hair. When I'm cleansing my hair in the shower, I only put product on the roots of my hair. I don't bother putting it on the base, because I find that this is unnecessary, and this is really where I want to focus on. You'll end up using less product this way, which saves money, and your hair will get cleansed at the bottom. Just focus on the roots, and as it washes out, that product will eventually work its way down and everything will get cleansed. So that is a good money-saving tip and hair care tip. My final hair care tip, I've talked about this in other videos. This is something that I used to do, but currently I don't have a satin pillowcase right now, but I did once upon a time and I loved it. It's nice and smooth and slippery. It's just like giving your curls a big hug. So what this is for is, if your hair is really dry, using a cotton pillowcase can actually make it worse. There's a lot of friction. The cotton kind of sucks the moisture out of your hair. So if you're dealing with a lot of dryness, a satin pillowcase will become your new best friend. Or you can take a satin scarf and just wrap your hair up when you do your nightly pineapple. Your curls will last a lot longer. But if you don't have a satin pillowcase, you're fine. I currently don't have one and my curls are still fine, but I do want to get one at some point because when I had one, it was pretty amazing. My final message to you is something that I do indirectly, and that is tracking your hair growth journey. I make regular YouTube videos, wink wink, so subscribe if you haven't already, and because I make regular videos, I can see the changes in my hair. I can see my hair growth. I can see how different it looked a month ago, 6 months ago. I can see what it looks like. So for you, you can film videos for yourself, just for you. Maybe when you have a really good hair day or after you're finished your wash and go, just take a video or a picture and track your progress. Do this maybe once a week, once a month, so that you can look back on this and say, hey, wow, what I'm doing is working. Like, I'm really noticing all of my healthy hair care practices that I've put into place, all of the habits that I'm developing, all of the new products that I'm using are actually making a difference, and this will keep you on the path that you want to be. If you don't want to use heat, this might help you stay motivated. If you say, wow, look how healthy my hair looks in these pictures and in these videos, I want to keep doing this. It's kind of like if you were going to the gym and you weren't really kind of tracking your progress, you might not feel like going to the gym anymore because you think, hey, I can't really see a difference. And this is kind of the same thing with your hair. If you don't notice a difference, maybe you'll decide to like bleach your hair a few times or like do bad things to it. So if you notice what you're doing is working, you're more likely to take good care of it. So because I noticed that my hair is really healthy and I can see it in videos and in pictures, I don't really feel like doing stuff to it, like straightening it or using any kind of heat on it, because I like the journey that I'm on. So that is my take home for you, something that you can do that's super easy that you can start tomorrow. And that is just tracking your progress. If you've made it to the end of this video, hey, and you haven't already subscribed, then you should, because I feel like we're friends now and you've watched this entire long video of me sharing my life with you and all the things that I do. So I will see you next time in the next series. Definitely subscribe to see the rest of my hair growth series. I'll be sharing more secrets with you. See you in the next video. Bye. Mwah.